Hey everyone, I'm Kaylin and thank you so much for visiting here with me today. Today is day 17 of the 30-day Pilates journey of finding your center. So today we are going to be focused on rotation. So we're going to be focused on this rotation of our spine, the rotation of our torso here, and how it all connects with these muscles here in our center. And rotation is so important for the health of our spine and the health of our bodies. It's something that we do every single day, probably many times without thinking of it. It can be picking your child up and rotating and placing them down somewhere. It could be taking something out of the dishwasher. It could be picking up a box and rotating. So little things here and there that you don't realize that you're doing. We want to make sure we're doing that with a nice strong center and a nice strong base. So, and also it's just great for our bodies, great for our spine. So we are going to start here on our back. So go ahead and lay all the way down. And I want to apologize ahead of time. So there's some construction happening in the unit next to us. So if you hear some loud banging, that's what that's from. So hopefully there won't be too much of that. All right, so arms down by your sides. Go ahead and bring your feet about mat width apart here. And we're just gonna release and relax in the upper body. And we're just gonna start to windshield wiper these legs side to side. So just nice, easy movements here, not thinking too much about kind of how we're doing it, but just letting the legs easily swing here from one side to the other. So just start to feel this kind of rotation here coming from that lower back. So here we're rotating that lower spine, that lower torso. Good, let's do one more each side. All right, now I want you to go ahead and lay on your side. We're just gonna get a little bit of, or start to get into that upper body rotation here with a version of our pinwheel. So this is the one that we normally bring that arm in a circle. For this one here, we're just gonna take this top arm, keep your knees stacked and your legs together as you start to bring this top arm up and over to the other side, opening up the chest once you get there, letting the arm come down. And then we bring it back over towards the front. So let's do that again, opening up that arm. Good, try to let that shoulder sink down towards the floor if you can, and then go ahead and bring the arm back forward. So for this rotation here, we're keeping that lower body stable, and we're rotating the upper torso here. Good, let's just do a few more here. Okay, this should already start feeling good. You should start feeling some muscles starting to wake up here in that upper torso, those rotational muscles. Good, last one. All right, so now you can go ahead and flip right on over or switch to the other side. We're just gonna go and start to wake up that other side. So again, legs stay steady and stable. Go ahead and reach that arm forward and then we sweep it back as we bring it open. Good, and back over. Good, let's do that again. Open it up. Good, and over. Good, just a couple more here. See if you can feel, if one side feels a little bit tighter than the other. This might be related to something else like some hip tightness or some tightness in your back and you're on one side more than the other. But you might feel that it's harder to rotate open on one side than it is to the other. And just make note of that here. All right, so now go ahead and come to lay back down onto your back. Good, and you're gonna bring your arms to the sides and find that neutral spine here first as we just start to stay connected with the ribs down to the mat, the shoulders, the back of the head. Now you can feel that pelvis grounded as well. And then you're gonna come up onto the toes. So you're just gonna lift the heels, coming up onto the toes here with the legs together. I'm just gonna start to let the lower body again twist a little bit side to side because we're gonna start to increase this movement here. All right, so we're just slightly different here on the tiptoes than we were for that first exercise. Good, just do one more each side. Good. All right, now go ahead and bring your legs to tabletop. The legs still stay together. All right, knees should be staying in that same point together. Back of the ribs down. We're gonna start to do this again where we start to bring the legs over to the side. Obviously that opposite hip is gonna come off as you twist, and then you exhale, pull belly to spine as you come back to center. Let's go ahead over to the other side. Inhale as you come over. Exhale, twist. Good, inhale. Now try as much as you can not to pop those ribs too far up and off the floor as you're rotating, right? That's just gonna get into too much into the back, right? We wanna think, especially as we're bringing the legs back to center, you're pulling the back of the ribs down, pulling belly to spine. Let's do two more on each side. Inhale, exhale. Also make sure you're trying to keep those legs more in that 90-degree angle. It's very easy to kind of let your legs come in like this and let your heels drop down. So try to stay in that tabletop position with the legs. Let's do one more to the other side. Inhale over and exhale to lift. All right, now you're gonna straighten the legs. Now if this is too hard, I want you to stay with that bent knee position. And you're gonna do that same thing. So this is a little bit more challenging. Inhale as you bring the legs over, reaching them together. Exhale as you pull back up to center. Good, inhale over to the other side. Good, exhale, pull back to center. So with this rotation, or with rotation in general, we're working more of our oblique muscles. So those muscles that come in here into the side of our body, those abdominal muscles. Good, let's do two more each side. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more each. Inhale, exhale. Last one. And keep the back of the shoulders grounded as well. Good, pull it back into center. Bend those knees in. All right, so go ahead and bring the feet to the floor. I'm gonna scoot myself back a little bit. Bring your hands now behind your head. So let's bring the legs into tabletop. So before we start to do our rotation, we're just gonna warm up with some ab curls, and then we're gonna add some rotation to that. So take an inhale here in your neutral spine. Exhale as you lift up, right? Moving from the rib cage. Inhale as you lower back down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Good, lower and lift. Do two more. Last one, lower and lift. All right, now we're gonna move into our crisscross or our bicycle exercise. So now as you lift up, you're gonna rotate right armpit towards left knee as you reach that right leg away. Good, come back through center, either lower down or stay into your ab curl, twist to the other side. Good, and back to center. Good, twist and center. So your pelvis should be staying stable, right? No rotating in the pelvis. Again, it's just that upper torso here. Twist and center. Good, twist, center. Good, and you can start to pick it up a little bit faster if you feel like you've got that abdominal control and that stability here in the pelvis. Let's do three, 2, 1, and 1. Good, bring the knees into the chest. Go ahead and rock yourself up to a seated position. All right, we're gonna move into our saw exercise. So a lot of these exercises you've seen in many of the other workouts that we've done, right? But it's nice here just to focus on this in particular. So really we can work on that specific piece. So arms are gonna come out to the sides. Bend your knees if you need to get that tall spine. Now I want you to take your inhale as you turn to the right. Keep that pelvis where it is. Exhale as you roll over that right leg. Good, reach arms apart. Stack the spine back up. Twist to center and over to the other side. Good, exhale. Bring it down. Good, stack back up. Good, through center to your right. Good, rolling down. Good, back up. And through center and left. Good. So now we've got rotation with flexion here. Good, so we're rotating and rounding at the same time. Good, rotate, round, pull the belly back and lift. Let's do one more each side. Good, round forward. Good, come up and through center. Last one. Good, lift up and back to center. All right, now we're gonna bring the legs together. And this is just a spinal twist. No rotation, no other movements of the spine. Again, bend your knees if you need to. Arms are gonna reach out to the sides. We're gonna turn to our right and we're gonna pulse, pulse, come through center over to the other side. Pulse, pulse. So you're imagining that you have a kind of a pole right down the middle of your head all the way through to your spine. You know, that's not a very nice thing to think about, but if you think about it that way, you're thinking about rotating right around the center of that pole, right? So you're not leaning off to the side. Think about also a barber shop, right? That kind of spinny thing that you see as part of a barber shop. Usually they're signs. You want to think about that that is how you're rotating, just like that, right around that center. Good, let's do one more each side. Good, and twist. Good, back to center. All right, now bend your knees and go ahead and come to just a little bit towards the front of your mat. We're gonna find our roll down with some rotation, or we're gonna add a rotation. So arms are gonna come out in front. And we're gonna scoop back on our exhale. So we're gonna exhale, scoop and round. Good, hold here. Inhale as you bring that right arm back, left arm reaches forward. Good, go ahead and bring that arm forward. And then we switch to the other side. Inhale, left arm opens. Exhale, bring it back center. And then come back up as you lift into that tall spine. Let's do that again. So we're rolling down. Keep scooping into your abdominals. Inhale, open to the right. Exhale, center. Good, inhale, open to the left. Good, we're gonna do that set one more time. So we're gonna inhale, open. Exhale, center. Last one, open. Center. Good, roll it back up. Good, now we're gonna do 3 sets of that rotation. Exhale, bring it down. Good, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Nice. If you need a break, if you're feeling any of this in that lower back, go ahead and come back up. Good. Last set. Inhale. You should be feeling those obliques here. Good. And then roll it back up. All right. Last time, we're going to do this with 4 sets now. If 3 was good enough for you, go ahead and stay with that. So go ahead and scoop down. Good. Inhale, open. Exhale, center. Good, inhale. Exhale. So if your pelvis is shifting here as you rotate, you might be rotating too far. So maybe just limit the range that you move here. Good, last set, inhale. Exhale, last one. Good, take an inhale here, exhale, roll all the way back up. So if you could feel those muscles, right? There's this feeling of when you're rotating, if you're rotating to the right, that left rib cage is kind of connecting and crossing over towards that opposite right hip bone. So there's this beautiful connection happening here across body, okay? So hopefully you can feel that as you twist. All right, so let's go ahead and flip over into all fours now. And we're gonna be on our hands and knees. And just find a little bit of movement here in that lower body as you just kind of bring your hips a little bit side to side. Now, we're gonna find a little more upper body rotation here. So take this right arm, you're gonna reach it out to the right, and then you're gonna exhale as you sweep that arm under the left. Bend the elbow just a little bit as you twist that upper body towards the left. Good, inhale as you bring the arm back out to the side. Exhale, twist, bending that left elbow just a little bit. Good, inhale, open back up. Exhale, twist. And again, you're trying to keep that pelvis nice and neutral. Good, as you twist. Good, let's do 3 more. Last 2. You got this. Last one, open and twist. Beautiful. Now, I want you to keep your left hand on the mat. We are gonna open into a larger side plank. Sorry that you're gonna see the back of me here. You're gonna open up to the side. Good. Hips are pressing forward, shoulders down. Good. Reach that top leg long. Right arm's gonna lift to the sky. Again, keep the pelvis steady. Inhale here. Exhale as you twist, bringing that arm under the body again. Good. Inhale, open. Exhale, twist. So it's really common here to start to move those hips back as you twist. Keep them really steady. Keep engaging through your glutes to keep the hips pressing forward. Good. 2 more. Last one, open. Good, and twist. Good, open back up. Good, bring that arm and the hand down to come back to center. Nice. All right, so now we're gonna move to the other side. So finding that neutral spine first. Press your weight into your right hand as you bring the left arm out to the side. Exhale as you twist under, again, bending that right elbow a little bit. Good, inhale as you press up and open. Exhale. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Inhale. Let's do 2 more. Last one. And open. Good. Go ahead and start to transfer your weight to your right hand again as you start to swing that right leg back. Open it up into that side plank here. All right, shoulders down again. Glutes are on here to keep the hips pressing forward. Take an inhale. Exhale as you round just upper body. That arm comes under again. Inhale as you open back up. Exhale, round. Inhale, open. Good, 3 more. Last 2. Good, shoulder pulling down the spine towards the ribs. Last 1. And open it all the way back up. Good. Go ahead and come back onto your hands. Perfect. All right, so we're gonna move into what's called a seated twist. We did do this, I believe, in another one of the videos. I can't remember quite which one, but I want you to go ahead and come to a position where you're on your side. If you're mirroring me, you'll have your right hand here on the mat, and your left leg is gonna be on the floor like this, and your right leg is bent underneath. Now, we're gonna press into both feet because we're eventually gonna come up with the hips lifting towards the sky. So for this one, this arm, left arm, comes out here. And we're gonna start to press into this bottom hand as we lift up. Good, lift the hips, sink the chest down, and then twist that left arm under the body. And then you're gonna lower back down with control to come back down. Good, we're gonna do that again. We're gonna lift up, twist. Good, draw the shoulders down and in, reach it. Good, and then bring it open. Good, you've got 3 more. Good, bring it down. Last 2. Good, last 1. Lift those hips high. Good, and lowering all the way back down. We're gonna go ahead and switch that all to the other side. So left hand now will come onto the mat, right? Always think of engaging through that stabilizing arm, that stabilizing shoulder, pulling it down, connecting to the rest of your powerhouse, right? So all staying connected. We won't be able to do this rotation as well if this shoulder is way up here and we're trying to turn, right? We gotta pull everything together, pulling everything into center. All right, so taking your inhale here, exhale, you're gonna lift the hips high. Good, twist it under, and then again, lower it back down. Good, and again, lift the hips up. Good, twist and reach. Good, and lower. So once you get those hips lifted, right, the hips and the legs are not doing any rotating. Again, it's just that upper body here. Good, lift up, twist. Good, and bring it down. Last 2. Oh, feels so good. Last 1. Good, bring it all the way back down. Beautiful. Go ahead now and face the end of your mat again. We're gonna roll our spine all the way down with control. All right, I want you to go ahead and reach your left leg long as you pull the right knee into the chest. Now I want you to take your left hand, grab onto the outside of your right knee as you twist open so that your right arm is reaching along the floor. You can release and relax that side. Now this is more of, again, of that lower body rotation. Just getting a nice deep twist and stretch. This should feel really nice on that lower back, as well as in your piriformis and your glute. Good, 1 more breath, deep inhale. Exhale, try to release into it a little bit more. Good, go ahead and pull back to center. And let's go ahead and switch to the other side. Right leg reaches long, left leg pulls in. Good, we're gonna take that left arm out, cross that left leg across the body. This twist just feels really yummy and beautiful stretch. I think people forget how much rotation of our spine is just so important. Right, for a lot of activities, sports and that kind of thing too. If you do golf, if you do tennis, there's so many things where rotation is key, and strengthening those muscles are absolutely necessary to not only giving you more power and giving you more strength, but also reducing injuries as well. We want to be nice and strong, knowing how to work those muscles. And also stretch the surrounding muscles too, so we can get into that rotation a little bit better. So now here, just bring your knees into your chest, rock a little bit side to side, and then go ahead and bring your knees into a circle, just massaging out that lower back. Good, and then go ahead and reverse that. Good, bring the knees into the chest. Go ahead and rock yourself up to a seated position. And go ahead and turn to face the front. And you guys completed day 17. Awesome, I'm so proud of you guys. This one was a little shorter, but definitely just as sweet as the other one. So hopefully you're really feeling these muscles here. I know I am. Go ahead and do this one again maybe if you want to give it another go and see if maybe you feel even a little bit looser after you've done it a second time through. So I'd love to hear what you hear about this one. Please go ahead and leave a comment below. And also if you're interested in checking some more videos out, I'll go ahead and link a Pilates Yoga Fusion here if you want to go ahead and try something a little bit different. I'll also link a traditional full body Pilates workout here. So, and tomorrow we are getting back to a full body workout where we kind of pull everything together. So you don't want to miss that one. And I look forward to seeing you back here on the mat. Thanks so much.